focus. Focus. Focus on the big picture. Yeah, I know. Details, devil's in the details. You got to make sure you do this right. Cross that, cross those T's, dot that I's. Yes, those are all important. But remember, focus on what really matters. Focus on the end goal. Focus on what you really want. And everything else is going to fall off, drop off, and fade away. Focus on the things that you really want to do. Focus on where you really want to be in your life. Focus on the big picture, the end goal. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years? What is your goal? What is it that you see for yourself? Focus on that big picture, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you can see it, if you can see it in your mind's eye, if you can say those things that are not as though they were, scripture, if you can just dig deep and feel the feeling, Neville Goddard, if you can just understand what is inside of you already, if you can construct what it is that you want, Abdullah, and you can just tap into the greatness that is already inside of you, because your gift is never in front, in your future is not behind you, it's inside of you, Dr. Miles Monroe. Then you can make waves happen. You see, because a lot of times when we get caught in all those details, we get caught in the fine lines of, well, how am I going to do this? Well, how am I going to make that happen? I know that I want to start a business. I know that I want to, take this journey. I know that I want to take this step. I know that these are the right combinations of people. I know something's just giving me like I've did my research, I've studied, I've put everything together, I've connected with a group, I've gotten counseling, I've gotten these collaborations, I've gotten some mentors, I've even had a steering committee, and these people are really helping me. They've got my back. I've got a huge team behind me, and now it's time to focus. It's time to focus on the big picture, because details and the small little things you're going to have to outsource. You're going to have to help. You're going to have to call in. You're going to have to say, look, you know what? I know I can't do everything, but I know some things that I can do. I know some things that I'm good at. I know the things that I am good at, I'm going to walk in. I know the things that I am good at, I'm going to move in. And then the smaller things, the things that are in my control, I'm going to take note. I'm going to go and I'm going to check off what I need to do, and I'm going to work on those. But I'm going to focus on the big picture, because I know that if I can see that mountain, if I can see that mountain, and if I have faith as a mustard seed, then you can tell that mountain to move. If you can just see it in your mind's eye, if you can say it, if you can feel it already done, if you can transmute, if you can use your mind to bend reality, meaning to say those things that as though they, even as they're not, as though they were. If you can just dig deep inside of you, if you can just daydream, if you can just visualize, let's break it down real ABC simple. If you can do that, the big picture is going to manifest. You're going to see yourself. How does it taste when you're fine eating the finest dining food? Where are you when you're connecting with the people? How are you helping people all over the world? How are you moving in your gifts, in your dreams? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? How are you, who are you with? Who's around you? Who are you surrounded? How are you really impacting the world? See it. See it. Focus on the big picture. And when you see it, and when you drift into that feeling, and when you drift into that state where it's just like, oh my gosh, you don't even realize if it was real, if it was reality, or if you waking up from a dream, it's just like, oh my gosh, it felt so real. Like, stay there. Stay in that state. Believe it every day. Write it down. Fall asleep. Right before you go to sleep, start saying the things that you really want. Pray. Meditate. Put it in God's hands, and know that when you look at the big picture, the details are going to work itself out. The details are going to work itself out. How are you going to take care of those? How are you going to take care of those bills? How are you going to take care of these things are coming up? How are you going to pass this exam? You're going to study, but you're going to put it in the hands of God. You're going to do everything that you can, but you're going to focus on, you know what? I'm going to pass this class. I'm going to get this A. I'm going to pass this exam. I'm going to get to where I need to, because I know that people are counting on me, because once I get this degree, once I get these things that I need, I'm going to be able to impact more people. Once I get my doctorate, you tell yourself those things so that you already see the big picture and you move in that direction. Okay? See the big picture, because when you see it and you say it and you dwell in it and you repeat it all day long, it has to manifest. It has to come into fruition. And anything that tries to trigger, that tries to push you off, you say, is this something that is this something that is going to help me on my journey? Is this something that's godlike? Is this something that's helping me to move to my next level? And if it's not, if it's something worthy of your time, is it pulling you down or is it lifting you up? When those thoughts start to invade your mind, when you hear people outside saying, what about this? What about that? You got to check those out. Now, I'm not telling you don't. So hear me well. I'm saying get the help that you need. If you don't have the help, do your research, study to show yourself approved, but see the big picture so that you can still continue to move and walk, because it's nothing like being in the feeling of it. All right? That's why video for today. Listen, grab my book, Power Soul is the title. And let me tell you, it's all about helping you awaken your gifts, ignite your purpose, and manifest your dreams. So I'm going to help you while you help me. I want to open up some coaching sessions for you, some one-on-one sessions. You get the opportunity to work with me so that I can help you to tap into what is already there. You just have to get ready to use it. You just have to get ready to just ignite what it is inside of you. And don't tell me, don't click off this video and say, man, she said a lot, but I don't know if it's inside of me. This is for you. It is inside of you. You have something great that you've been sleeping on, that you can do on the back of your hand, that you've been doing all this time. And you don't think it's nothing, but everybody else is telling you it's amazing, it's phenomenal, it's wonderful. These are the things that you are totally phenomenal with. I'm just saying the number 1001. Whenever I see that number, I broke down that number so that you could go back and look at it. But it's a spiritual download. And for me, when I see those numbers, I know that God is giving us divine wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And when I see the 1001, the 1001 is letting me know that you're looking at it through your spiritual visions. It's just like putting on glasses. The one, the zero, and then the one. It's just like you're putting on those divine glasses, those divine lenses, and you're seeing the big picture. You're seeing the things as you want them to be. And I believe that I'm seeing this number for a reason right now, because God is wanting you to see the big picture, to put on the glasses, to see you as God sees you, to see you so that when you look through those glasses, when you see yourself through the way God sees you, you'll begin to change your whole life. People begin to treat you different. People begin to want to help you to move things out of your way, because you're seeing the big picture. You're seeing yourself as God sees you, and you're moving in the direction that God has you to move in. That's my time. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Tanisha Portier, grab my book, Power Soul. Awaken your gifts, ignite your purpose, and manifest your dreams. All right. Have a beautiful, wonderful day, and smile.